Welcome to tonight's regional news. We start with a story from Brazil. A Brazilian gang leader was caught trying to escape from prison by dressing up as his daughter, who was visiting him that day, authorities said Sunday. Clavino da Silva, also known as Shorty, was found out when he displayed nervousness while trying to leave the prison in the western part of Rio de Janeiro. Authorities said that Da Silva's plan was to leave his 19-year-old daughter in jail. Her possible role in the failed escape is being looked into by police investigators. The reputed crime boss was allegedly wearing a pink t-shirt with a cartoon image of donuts, a black wig, silicone mask, and a tight jeans to conceal his identity. Da Silva was a part of the leadership of the Red Command, one of the country's most powerful criminal groups that control drug trafficking in a large part of Rio. He has since been transferred to a maximum security prison and is expected to face disciplinary actions. We turn now to Trinidad and Tobago. Republic Bank Trinidad Limited has been hit with a technological problem that is affecting its customers' transactions, including mobile and internet banking. Managing Director Nigel Baptist confirmed the situation on Saturday as he apologized to all the bank's customers for the situation. The problem first occurred, resulting in transactions at the bank's branches being slowed and causing long lines due to the system being non-responsive. The problem lasted about an hour and was rectified. Clients using the mobile IB and ABM solutions will be affected. However, Baptiste noticed that the ATMs were not affected. The bank further issued an apology to their customers that were affected. And still in Trinidad and Tobago, the families of the 5 murdered fishermen are calling on the police to arrest and charge all of the people who were involved in the July 22 pirate attack of Carly Bay. Their demand came even as 4 people appeared in court on Friday, charged with various offenses linked to the case. Coast Guard and other fishermen are still searching for the bodies of 2 other missing fishermen. In an interview on Friday, relatives of the murdered men say that while they wanted to attend the court hearing, they were afraid. They are calling on Police Commissioner Gary Griffith to provide them with some level of police protection. The sea attack has left the entire fishing community in crisis and prompted a clash between opposition MP Ramona Ramdial and Minister in the Ministry of Attorney General Fitzgerald Hines in Parliament. The fishermen were beaten and thrown overboard after a group of men attacked the crew of 6 pirogues in the dead of the night. The group stole 6 engines and 4 vessels. Within 24 hours, police recovered one of the stolen boats and 6 engines in sea lots. They managed to track the engines through the GPS device installed on one of the 2 motors. The attack on Carly Bay fishermen has been described as one of the most barbaric acts of piracy and sparked cries from across the country for justice for the murdered men and their families. The men had gone out on one of their nightly fishing expeditions in 6 different boats. 9 of them were forced to jump out of their boats by gun-toting bandits who also beat them severely. And finally, in Jamaica, a man who embarked on a 3-month killing spree in 2014, which claimed 8 lives, has been sentenced to almost 800 months in prison before he becomes eligible for parole. Kemar Thompson, otherwise called Spider-Man, pleaded guilty to the 8 counts of murder, illegal possession of firearm, and robbery with aggravation when he appeared in court on July 2. Thompson returned for sentencing in the Home Circuit Court on Wednesday, where Justice Lorna Shelley Williams rejected an appeal from his attorney, Ernest Davis, for the court to hand down a light sentence, having regard to the fact that he was only 24 years old at the time he committed the offenses that he pleaded guilty, accepted responsibility for his action, and has shown signs of remorse. But the judge condemned the actions of Thompson for murdering 8 persons in 3 months as she handed down the lengthy sentence. When apprehended by the police, Thompson reportedly gave a statement under caution, confessing to all 8 murders. Responding to the sentencing, Director of Public Prosecution Paula Llewellyn commended the witnesses for their courage. And that was all for tonight's regional news.